Hello, I'm Simon Whistler. You're watching the Today I Found Out YouTube channel, and in the video today we're looking at why Area 51 is called Area 51. Despite the CIA's release of previously classified documents in 2013 that acknowledged the existence of Area 51 as a top-secret US government research facility, many questions about the site remain unanswered. One of the most innocuous but nonetheless puzzling is its choice of name. So why exactly is it called Area 51? Situated in the desert in southern Nevada, within the boundaries of the Nellis Air Force Range, NAFR, and just outside of the northeast corner of the Nevada Test Site, NTS, Area 51 and its neighbors, which includes the Tonopah Test Range, TTR, have hosted some of the most significant weapon testing performed on the planet during the 20th century. In addition to isolation, the 3.5 million acre region around and including Area 51 boasts other qualities that make it an excellent place to conduct secret tests and training. The dry climate provides superior flying conditions, the variety of terrain helps with gunnery practice, and several dry lake beds are available for emergency landings, including notably Groom Lake, situated just north of Area 51. Therefore, beginning in 1940, public land in the region was set aside and private land was condemned in order to establish the Las Vegas Bombing and Gunnery Range, LVBGR, today the NAFR and TTR, which was used throughout World War II as an aerial gunnery range for Army Air Corps pilots. As the Cold War began, there was a perceived need for the development and testing of nuclear weapons, and the barren and relatively uninhabited region surrounding Area 51 was identified as an ideal location, and as such, a large swath of the southern portion of the LVBGR was set aside as the aforementioned NTS for testing a variety of nuclear items. Despite the fact that Las Vegas is only 65 miles from its southeast edge, those involved in the site choice minimized any potential danger to the population, with Enrico Fermi opining that people will receive perhaps a little more ionizing radiation than medical authorities say is absolutely safe. In any event, nuclear testing began at the NTS in its southeastern corner at a place known as Frenchman Flat, FF, on January 27, 1951. After the 4 remaining devices of the Ranger series were detonated and studied, also at FF, the locations of nearly all further testing, with a handful of notable exceptions at NTS, were thereafter identified by their area numbers, beginning with the Buster Jangle series in October to November 1951 in Area 7. This was to ensure that it allowed anyone in the know to know where a test would be conducted, and the same system is still used today. According to an official NTS guide, the test areas were assigned unique numbers as they were designated, and, as can be seen from a map of the NTS, early on the area assignments were randomly made to avoid a set pattern. Nonetheless, the Atomic Energy Commission (AEC) personnel who assigned the test areas took a rational approach and began with essentially numbers 1 through 30. Note that not every numeral between 1 and 30 appears on the NTS map. Notably missing are 13, 21, 24, and 28. Nonetheless, these numbers were apparently used to designate areas for atomic testing in the region, albeit outside of the set-aside NTS zone. For example, an Area 13 was designated just north of the NTS in the NAFR, while Area 24 refers to an area in the North Las Vegas facility, a satellite site of the NTS, managed by the National Nuclear Safety Administration's Nevada Site Office, NNSA. Area 28 was originally designated in the southwestern part of the NTS in the vicinity of Areas 25 and 27, which it was absorbed into. Area 21 is less easy to identify, although there is a technical Area 21 at Los Alamos National Laboratory, LANL, in north-central New Mexico. However, as that site has its own extensive numbering system, it is doubtful it is the missing NTS area. Regardless, although the LANL areas may be unrelated, it is clear that NTS-related nuclear testing was done outside of its territorial boundaries, but included within its numbering system. For example, in Area 13, an experiment called Project 57 was run on April 24, 1957, to explore whether or not the explosive charge of a nuclear warhead could self-destruct the weapon without causing an atomic explosion. Likewise, 4 other extraterritorial experiments, Double Tracks and Clean Slate 1, 2, and 3, to observe non-nuclear earlier detonation of nuclear weapons were performed on the TTR at a site designated as Area 52 in May and June 1963. Similarly, at Area 58 on October 26, 1963, near Fallon, Nevada, well outside of the NTS, the Shoal experiment involved the detonation of a 12-kiloton bomb 1,200 feet below the Earth's surface just to observe the earthquake effects. While not conclusive, the fact that areas were designated well into the 50s supports the inference that Area 51 was a part of that pattern. Also compelling is the fact that Tonopah's Area 52 is likely just as close to, yet also just outside of, the NTS. And while it should come as no surprise that there are no direct records of nuclear testing activities at the secretive Area 51, there is a notable entry on the National Resource Defense Council's NRDC comprehensive list of nuclear tests from 1945 to 1992, which may be relevant. Note that this list provides the name of every event, e.g. Trinity, Fat Man, or Shoal, as well as its date, location, usually detailed, such as Alamogordo, New Mexico, or NTS Area 3, the lab that ran the test, e.g. LA for Los Alamos, the device type, such as whether it was dropped from a tower or plane or down a shaft, the height and depth of the burst, and its purpose, e.g. WR for weapons related. Regarding the NTS-related tests, other than the Frenchman Flat FF experiments, only 6 were not identified on the list by an area number. The 4 performed at Area 52, which were designated Bombing Range NV, the Shoal at Area 58, which was designated Fallon NV, and a third run on May 10, 1962. The last was a shaft test performed on a weapons-related device attributed to the NTS, but with no area or other location designated. In addition, neither the lab that ran the test nor the height or depth of the burst are recorded, and instead question marks are inserted under those categories on the list. Obviously, this list isn't conclusive, and the name of the event is consistent with contemporaneous tests conducted by the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. However, it is curious, and when combined with Area 51's proximity to the NTS, the site's history of extreme secrecy, its consecutive numbering with neighboring test areas, and the fact that the experiment was conducted in the region 1 year prior to those performed at Area 52, together these factors present a circumstantial case that Area 51 was designated as part of the NTS numbering system. So I really hope you liked that video. Obviously a lot more to that name than you might think. If you did like it, please hit that thumbs up button below, and don't forget to subscribe for brand new videos just like this every day of the week. Also, if you've got a question like this that you would like us to answer, please do let us know in the comments below, and if you see one you like, give it a thumbs up, because then it'll rise to the top and we're more likely to make those ones. So do leave us a suggestion. Also, check out some of our other videos which are over there on the right, and thank you for watching.